The importance of the fintech industry has increased significantly over the years, and Qatar has also tried to lend its support to develop the ecosystem. Hi, I'm Enakshi Sharma, and welcome to yet another episode of Startup of the Month, where we get you startup success stories and their entrepreneurial journeys. This episode is powered by 360 Nautica, which is a venture builder and an ecosystem enabler, where we support startups from the nascent stage to the self-sustaining one. On this particular episode, I get you Qatar's most popular fintech startup founders. I'm talking about Cwallet, and joining me are none other than Abdulmohsin, welcome, and Michael Javier.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm going to start from the very beginning. Where did you both meet, and where did the idea sort of germinated from?
Okay, we met in back in 2015 in HSC when we were doing our master degree in HSC. We started as friends, colleagues. We had a business education trip. We went to France and the campus in France, and we went to Germany, visited some manufacturing factories. And then the idea came from Michael.
Right.
So
Michael, when did the idea germinate? Tell me, what was the present scenario like in the fintech industry when the idea emerged?
The fintech space in 2017 was beginning, and it was a socioeconomic research. So Cwallet it wasn't Cwallet yet. It's just a research, and it's a socioeconomic type of dissertation focusing on Filipino domestic helpers. That's the pretty much the most precise demographics. But then when I went to the incubation center, of course, they told us, okay, this is a nice segment, but it's a small segment. So you need to increase the target population, include the unbanked majority, include the migrant workers, include individuals that has buying power, people looking for alternative payment methods, cashless solutions. Wage protection system was on hype that time, so we tried to put things together, and then Cwallet came into the picture. Originally, it was meant to be crypto wallet because it was the boom of cryptocurrency during that time. But when central bank announced Bitcoin is not allowed, so we removed the IPTO and just Cwallet becomes a cash consumer companion.
Anything you think of C is there, but cryptocurrency, crypto.
Anything about C except cryptocurrency.
Right. But do you think digital wallet system as such, or just the payment gateways that you've sort of launched with Cwallet, are going to revolutionize the financial industry in Qatar or in the Middle East at large?
The digital wallet concept is new, right? Which is in fact it's people are not accepting it. The beauty of it, we are not the only one in the market. There are people who are there. There are other players.
Any competitors that you'd like to name?
Yeah, there are.
There are.
But those actually they are helping us.
Your cause.
In educating, or we are all helping each other and educating the society on the concept of digital wallet and how to not using cash or physical, so you have your payment contactless and cashless. This is the beauty of it. So if everyone in the market, even the banks, everyone is working for the same purpose as we are educating the market, we're educating the society on accepting this new concept.
We definitely realize the value of this solution right now, but is it just limited to peer-to-peer, or is it related to salaries and remittances as well? How big and how large the landscape is?
It is in fact large, because if I go back to the roots of my research, it actually started 2008 in the Philippines, mobile money, before internet, because people are transferring money through SMS, and it was adopted to Kenya by M-Pesa, and it became really popular. People that are working in Nairobi, in the capital, are sending money family back home. And in fact, it's the system is so smart. They even tell parents when the children went to the school. They're already doing consumer to businesses type of transactions even without internet connections. And in fact, in Doha, based on my research, one of the telco was the very first mover of cross-border remittance on mobile money. Of course, when it's too early, it's not the right timing. So we do believe that it is the right time. And as I do travel to India, Bangalore, Noida, Paytm struck me.
Yes.
One cigarette, Paytm. There's no communication. You can pay with Ola, you can pay with Uber. There is no communication. They will drop you and in the spot. Tuk-tuk drivers, But again, the internet connection there is revolutionized by Geo. So everyone is connected on cheap internet. That goes the same with the same landscape here in the Middle East, because we have the highest numbers in using the internet, and in an expat-oriented society and region, so it's actually adaptable to other markets like Oman and Kuwait, for example. Although you can see that the fintech market in Qatar, population-wise, is relatively small, but the buying power is really high.
Why do you say that? Because I believe the bankable population is quite a large population, in the sense that even the workers who come here all have bank accounts or have something that they send money back home through. This also brings me back to my next question, which is going to be, why do you propose a stage wallet solution vis-a-vis a digital wallet solution? Because I believe that with C-Wallet, you need to top up. Yeah. Vis-a-vis a digital wallet solution, which is like Paytm, which you just indicated as an example. Why do you think stage wallet is better than a digital wallet solution?
I'll give a very straightforward answer. When last year, when we went to the banks, the banks were blunt in saying, we would like to only work with people with money, because this is their business model.
Yeah.
They would prefer one check compared to 1.5 million workers.
I see.
Okay, but because it's their business model, and for them, they cannot accommodate a lot of resources. I mean, they have to put a lot of resources in order to accommodate such demand. So this is where the wallet comes into play, and the fact that the government is good enough in their initiative on making the wage protection system, which is the WPS for the workers. So they have a means to withdraw the money. However, the difference with C-Wallet is we want to empower them by when they receive their money, they can actually send money home. They can, in fact, Babu can buy something in a platform in Bangladesh or in India on an e-commerce, because the WPS has restrictions. And on another telco company, they're offering a mobile money, but it's not inclusive. It's exclusive to their users only. So what we want is financial inclusion, financial literacy, that is available for everyone, regardless if you have bank account or you don't have a bank account, or regardless which telco provider you're using. Because we are trying to support the initiative of the government, which is a cashless society and a cashless World Cup, without leaving anyone behind. So the root cause of providing such solution would benefit the residents, the citizens, and the governance. So it's just not pure business strategy. But at the end of the day, we can only do good if we're doing well. So it has to conduct transactions and create businesses for micro SMEs, for homemade businesses, and for fellow startups. Because they say the struggle is real.
That's true.
On opening up bank accounts, money transfer operators closing during COVID. So we're trying to create value between cashless, contactless, and safety and empowering. Because now the power is returned to the person that is working hard here.
That's correct.
What happens is the power is handed over to the person that receives the money, and they are the ones decide what to buy, who to pay, what to eat. But if you have the power now to buy from an e-commerce platform from your home country, and you will tell your family, okay, you go there, show this code, purchase milk, purchase bread. Everyone in the family is nourished. I already paid water and electricity. I told my children the schools are paid, the insurance are paid, the mortgages are paid. I go home, I can sleep at night for extra 5 riyals.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So it's the peace of mind. This is what we're not selling the wallet concept. we're selling the benefits for, you know.
And you're also shifting the power dynamics and giving more power to the person who actually makes.
Same. They will monitor their expenses because of the literacy. They would know how much they spend. Now, in return, on the merchant side that didn't automate their business, they will have the analytics to analyze. I have ready to expired food, but are still good to consume. And the restaurants looking for cheaper items. So instead of me throwing those items, I can do a matchmaking on like cost price, so that instead of me throwing it, it will be then sold. Now you clear my inventory, you get a good deal, and you can get better pricing to your customers. You know, so it's actually a chain, and for the government again itself, less food waste. You know, so it's not you know so some individuals, they would just think that this is just a wallet where you put money and consume. No, this is a service that creates an ecosystem for a society within societies and within communities.
That's right. So this brings me to my next question. Now, we've just recently faced the COVID-19 pandemic. Did it impact your operations in any way, or did it contribute to the cause of escalating or bringing people to the platform?
We started our service during the app was launched in June, in early June. That was the timing of the peak of the COVID-19. For us, it was an opportunity for us to foresee Cwallet. But the other side, the merchant and the people, they still, they're not kind of, they're reluctant to. But for us, it was many people can hate us, but it was an opportunity for us. It was positive. It was a good thing for us, the COVID-19.
I also wanted to know that the current ecosystem, as you know, is very, very supportive. But I would want to know, were there any resistances when you were building up this organization or when you were introducing it? And even if there was a support, what sort of support did you get from where?
Now we are incubated in DIC and QPIC. And also we have a grant from QSTP. So all those government entities, they are supporting us with mentors, with workshops, even DIC and QPIC. For their programs that we have, where we participated, we joined them for their programs. So we have, as I said, workshops, mentors. We had take advices from many aspects. It wasn't easy for us at the beginning. We had to learn it the hard way, but during the journey, we learned how to get the information we need from others. As I told you, DIC, QSTP, QPIC, and even we are hiring consultants for investment or legal, all this. So we learned it the hard way. It wasn't very easy.
What is the current size of the company, and what is it that you're looking at right now in terms of resources?
We're growing, I think, daily. To date, we probably have about 12 to 15 individuals, aside from the dev team that is working with Cwallet. We try to establish it the right way. I stand corrected, but we're probably the only fintech startup in Qatar that has a money laundering and reporting officer.
Really?
Yeah, and we are 95% away from submitting our compliance to Qatar Central Bank, because we believe that we coexist. Regulations and startup should coexist, and we have the same mandato. They're here to protect the consumers, and we want to do the same. And in fact, that there is a communication channel between us and the regulators is a tremendous effort from the local setting, because they're giving us the checklist, how to run your company on a regulated manner. And now there are banks talking to us, big brands talking to us, international companies that has noticed Cwallet, because we have now discovery on mobile gaming industry, paying content creators, that does content online, and there are so many things, and they are coming to us now with a solution. I want to pay schools. I want to go, I don't want to go to school anymore. I want to pay my kids' tutor, my kids' expenses in bus, etc. I want to monitor what they spend, because what they normally do is they give a certain amount and they just spend. They will go out with the nanny and they wouldn't know what are the things they spend. But with Cwallet itself, there is a transparency, because now they will see what they're actually doing, spending. For example, if an individual gets paid by cash, there is no receipt. But with Cwallet, there is a proof that you paid me on this period of time with X amount for this reason.
So at the end of the month, you'll have exactly where you spent as a family.
Yes.
But you don't think that FinTech industry is a threat to the banking institution? They coexist. Is that what you're saying?
It should coexist, because again, you see the balance. They prepare people with money, and they would extend it, but on a CSR level. Okay. So if this is the case, then there's a huge market that is opening up with FinTech and banking. And it's always important to tie up with the banking sector. They say it's disruption, but I think from the history of time, if you check, fraud and cyber risk and attacks are mainly hitting financial institutions, especially banks. That's why they are very cautious, and very protective, which they should. And startups are the contrary. We are risk takers. We are disruptors. But that's why the regulation should play the picture, because we need to be regulated also. Even our legal firm says, even though it's not a gray area, there is a word that doesn't say you're not permitted, it doesn't mean you're allowed to do so.
That's correct.
So you have to follow the law of the land, follow the ethics, knowing your customer, where their money coming from. We're also proud to partner with Smart Infotech. There's an anti-money laundering software that we are subscribing into. So we're following all those prerequisites, because it's important for us also.
So this anti-money laundering software that you're subscribing to is an independent software?
No, we have a staff, anti-money laundering staff, employee. She's only looking at this transaction, looking any suspicious thing.
And also the software. And the software is available here, and it's already regulated and being used by money transfer operators.
That's brilliant. So now C.2.0 has been launched. How is it different from the previous version?
Okay, the new Cwallet 2.0 will have the new. Now we changed the look. How does it look like? It's more like 2020 look.
Okay.
Besides, now we know we have a problem. Not a problem. It's difficult for our customers to top up their wallet. Now with this Cwallet 2.0, they will be able to do it within the app itself using their credit card or debit. So inshallah, we're hoping that by mid of April, it's going to be there.
And how do you make sure that the big transactions are safe? What is the mechanism ensuring the safety and security of these transactions?
Maybe we are the first startup, or we are the first one that our technology, our application is built on blockchain technology, which is the way the ledger is being recorded. It's through blockchain. This is very secure. That's why we're saying why you should use Cwallet. It's contactless, cashless, secure, simple financial transactions. So all these come together and will give you will make it secure and safe to and in case someone hacked the system, he cannot do anything. He cannot because the ledger itself is because of blockchain technology. He cannot change the ledger. He cannot change it. Although beside that we have used the highest cybersecurity technology, and we did our pen test back last year, and so we're doing everything, every opportunity. We're doing everything to make our application, our service, not secure, more secure, that will let the user, customer, and merchant save of their money.
On a lighter note, gentlemen, have you been entrepreneurs before, or is this the first time you founded something?
This is my first time.
Your first time. What about you?
I had traditional businesses way back home, but I think this is my first. I can say myself as an entrepreneur at the age of 40.
Wow. So if I were to ask you, what is the advice that you'd give to the newfound entrepreneurs to succeed in making a solution like you have? What would you advise them?
I have never give up, and try not to knock doors, try smash doors.
Oh, that's brilliant. Smashing doors, okay.
Because we have experience with this.
I see. Would you like to tell us more about that experience?
This is our angel. It's because of the angel investors we had, and we used to knock doors. With him, we smashed the door. With maybe I'm not. I cannot say it now. And the deal not now finalized, but he smashed the door for us, and we get in.
Okay, so hopefully in the next episode we'll hear from you more on the smashing door.
For me, it's gonna be tough because you need to jump. I'm an expat in Qatar. I cannot live here without a salary. So when I quit my job, as I mentioned later, I started with nothing because my entire end of service went back in repaying the school. But Steve Harvey once said, if you don't jump, you will never soar. Your wings will not open. However, as you go down, you will bump into sharp rocks and you get hurt. You'll fail, but that's the beauty of being a startup. You fail fast and you learn fast, and then you get up. And I think I am lucky, because as I fall, I have 6 Qatari partners waiting for me to catch me. So
That's right.
that's very important. Plus the support of the family is there. My wife was very supportive, because imagine you quit in Doha with 3 kids. It is not only sleepless nights to take the decision, but if I didn't, it would be a regret. We're not successful yet. We're on the path of being glorious or a case study. But we're holding on to the faith. You can calculate all forecasts and all numbers scientifically possible, but nowadays risk is rampant.
That's correct.
COVID changed the dynamics of everything. You can die tomorrow. So what are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of quitting your job that you couldn't bear? But this is not for everybody. But if you have the heart of the entrepreneur and you have amazing partners that allows you to do amazing things, then what are you waiting for? It's about time. I wish I started earlier. But there's timing. I believe when you work harder, you get luckier, and as you get luckier, doors open. Or if you cannot open the door, someone will smash the door for you to get open. Because there's the hope. They believe, and technology will always be technology. But if you have a partner like Abdulmohsin, he will be embarrassed. I always tell him he is the heart and soul of the company. We will not be it without him. He will in fact be the last person to quit.
Oh, I
than me.
see.
So this is where you hold on to. I think this is where investors come into play. Because it's the team, and then their passion, and then the team members, and then the investor will follow. Money, I think, money is there. I'm pretty sure. I always tell it to everyone. And Qataris are there if you want to looking for a partner. I was looking for one. I got 6.
to that luck. Gentlemen, thank you for being so courageous and taking this journey. Hopefully, we are going to be using the solution that you've invented in the near future, and for that leap of faith. Thank you so much for joining me, Enakshi Sharma from Qatar. Digital wallets are the need of the hour, as I've gotten to know in detail by the founders of Cwallet. I'm Enakshi Sharma signing off this time. If you like our content, do subscribe to us. I'll be back on the next episode with another fascinating startup story.